Have you ever found out anything you weren't supposed to? Well, yesterday I came across this small YouTube channel called Josh L on gtag. It only has 2 videos, but what I found was pretty disturbing. You might be asking, what's wrong with that clip? Well, during the end of the video, you can obviously see a person on top of the treehouse watching him from afar. They doesn't want him noticing. He notices, and that's why he leaves. And you can also tell when he enters the tree stump or the tree house or whatever, there's more footsteps than just Joshua's. So you can tell that he's not alone. And in his second video, it just gets even weirder. The second video he uploaded was called A New Friend. He decides to go inside of City to buy cosmetic, and he sees a person which is the same color monkey of the person that was watching him, but he doesn't think about that, and he just waves to him, and he decides to go like buy cosmetic, and then later he sees him spying on him from the top floor, and Joshua decides to go up to the top floor and look for him, but he can't find him, and he eventually tries to leave. He looks back and he sees him for a split second, and then he vanishes, and the video ends. But that's not everything. At the 44-second mark, there's a URL that flashed on screen, and it brought me to another YouTube video. Now, this video explains everything. He was getting hunted down and he got kidnapped. But why? What's the point of doing this? Well, I thought I was at a dead end, and then I looked at the video description and I found out it says this video is property of GSSKA. or KA, whichever one it said, I forgot. But I looked at the video descriptions, I saw part of a link, and I pieced all of those links together, and it brought me to a Google Drive. The Google Drive was called Missing Monkey Case, #001. Entry 2015-618.
We've decided to send a test subject to every known entry point of the void with a hidden camera. This was written by the Guerrilla Security Safekeepings and Anomaly Foundation.
Anyways, we have another video. There's actually a series of videos, but we'll get to those later. Here's the first one. In the video, it shows Joshua has entered the void through a slide of what it seems, and as another entry point, or another entry, or whatever, diary, or whatever, says
test subject has been found to be transferred to realms of their memories, dreams, and nightmares.
Anyways, this is really confusing, so let's just go on to the second video. Alright, we've learned something new. The void seems to transport people from place to place unsuspectingly, without warning. Joshua ends up being transplaced into a play place, which probably came from his memories when he was a kid. Joshua ends up going down another slide.
Do you think you learned by now?
Anyways, he finds himself in like a pool room, and things take a dark turn. Joshua seems to be encountered by a monster of sorts, or something that we don't know. Joshua seems to jump in the water without knowing what's behind him. He ends up finding himself in a dark cave, eventually losing connection to the real world.
Entry 3, 2015-621. An anomaly has been located. The test subject flees from said anomaly and finds himself inside of a hidden cavern. His tape cut out, and he got too far deep. We assume his connection is cut off due to him being underground. And after this video, Josh was lost for 2 years with no signal to GSSKA.
GSSKA decides to send 99 more test subjects to either find a way to exit the void or find Joshua, but they all get lost and none of them are ever found. And there's one final entry, company itself. The last entry from GSSKA.
2018-618. Government mandate stopped our exploitation of the void. We have decided to close the void to stop any unintentional loss of lives. This choice is indefinite.
One of the directors seems to keep a connection with the void. And one day, Joshua's signal is finally cut back online. He couldn't handle running anymore. He couldn't handle being a slave to this dimension. Here's the final entry from one of the directors. We had still kept the signal alive for any of our test subjects. 001 had regained connection, but he fake exit, and he was fooled by the void, and he decided to end his own life. This company is going to be shut down for good. This company was created to be. This company was created to save lives, not take them. End of entry. But you can see at the final line of the doc, it says Barry Langston, GSSKA director. Now, what does that have any relevance to do with this? Well, the final letter that Barry wrote will explain everything. This final note is called For Joshua. This is the last letter I will ever write. The guilt is overwhelming. I killed them. It was my fault. I had gotten a Morse code that Joshua was still alive in the void. I don't know how, but I'm opening that back up again to save my nephew. Even if it's the last thing I do, I'm sorry for everything I have done. Joshua, I love you. So this means that 001 is Joshua. And Barry is Joshua's uncle. His uncle got his own nephew killed. But that's not all. There's also one final video for the day after Barry entered the void. So, this is the end. Barry tried saving his nephew, even though he witnessed his death with his own eyes, and eventually got killed by the only thing he had left alive. this is insane. I think this is a lesson to everybody here. That we should never, ever enter the void. Because if you do, there's no way to escape.